Hi, I'm Candace, Global Trainer from Topcon Healthcare University. The CV5000 Digital 4-Opter has the ability to personalize your tabs and chart layouts to make your refractions as efficient as possible. Let me show you how to customize these. Looking at the screen chart area of your KB50S, you will see 5 tabs, each with its own name. Below each tab, there are 21 available chart slots that can be used to create a personalized chart layout. Start by pressing and holding down the Shift key while pressing the Menu button. This will display the Settings menu. Next, press the Chart Settings button and the Chart Page Registration button. At the top of this new screen, you will see a list of test chart icons. These are all the charts available in the digital chart connected to the system. In the lower left area of the screen are the 5 chart tabs from the main screen. To the bottom of these tabs is a display of the test parameters for the charts added to the tabs. Along the bottom are command buttons to use when modifying the tabs and the charts each tab contains. Now let's customize these tabs. Select the first tab and select Change Name from the lower menu. This will display a keyboard that allows you to type in a name for the first tab. You can name this tab whatever you want, but for now, let's name it Adult. Select OK and repeat this process for each tab. Once you have named all the tabs, it's time to choose what charts will appear under each tab. Start by removing any charts that you do not want under this tab. Touch and drag a chart icon outside of the tab area, then release it to remove the chart from the tab. Don't worry, if you make a mistake, you can always add the chart back in later. Keep doing this until you have removed all of the charts that you do not want to appear under this tab. You can also move a chart icon from one slot to another under the tab, like so. Now that you have freed up some room, you can move any chart icon from the list of icons at the top of the screen into any free slot on the chart page. Just touch, drag, and drop the chart into the desired slot. Repeat this process, adding your preferred charts to the other chart pages. For example, you might want a particular selection of charts for testing children. The next stage is to customize the functions of the individual chart icons. Selecting a particular chart from the main screen changes the chart on the test chart and brings up auxiliary lenses associated with the function of that chart. You can modify a chart icon to change the type of refraction test that you are doing. To do this, select a chart icon under one of these tabs. Let's use this visual acuity chart. Touch the Modify button at the bottom of the screen and the Change Parameters Settings screen will appear. Tests found under the SCA, which stands for Sphere, Cylinder, Axis, the Prism, or the Binocular tab can be assigned to this chart icon. For our example, I will assign Binocular Balance with Prism to this chart. I simply select this option to add this test feature to the chart. Now, when this chart is selected from the main menu during a refraction, a lens with 6 base-up prism will automatically load in front of the patient's right eye. This modification can be seen on the right side under Auxiliary Lens. You can also customize whether the whole chart or just part of the chart is displayed. Touch the arrow next to one of the visual acuity lines to select a single line. This is the line that the patient will see during this customized chart test. Select the OK button at the bottom of the screen to return to the previous screen. Select the OK button at the bottom of the screen to return to the previous screen. After you've made all the changes you want to your tabs and chart icons, select OK to return to the settings screen. Select the Exit button and the 2 options will appear. Select OK to save the changes you've made, or select Cancel to stay in the settings. Once you select OK, the CV5000 will reset. Once the reset is complete, you will be able to use your customized tabs and charts during patient refractions. And that's how you customize the tabs and charts to optimize your use of the CV5000. For more information on using your CV5000 Digital 4-Opter system, please visit Topcon Healthcare University.